All right, how rich people buy nice things and how you should too. Remember, watch these videos as you're doing menial tasks, meaning cleaning. Eating food is great because you can watch when you eat. Little hack here. Commuting is okay, but you're a bit distracted. You can't take notes and do activities, but when you're eating, you can still do that. So that's a bit of a hack here. You're going to eat at least an hour a day. You have an hour of videos to watch today. Make sure you get through them all. How rich people buy nice things, and you should too. Poor people. This is how poor people, or people who don't make money, buy things. They work to make money. Is how I used to do it. They spend earned income and expenses on luxuries and lifestyles. It's like, what do you mean? Isn't that how you're supposed to do it? No. This is how rich, wealthy people do it. They work to make money. 50% of their earned income goes into assets. Assets and the income that they make from their assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, etc., ETFs, that then pays for luxuries and or buys more assets. 50% of your earned income into assets, I understand is a high amount. I don't even do that yet. I'm still working up to it. I have about 35%. I'm going to review my target allocation percentages, and I'll be increasing that from here to high 30s. And that goes into an account that I call the war chest. The war chest is my bank account. I have over 10 bank accounts in my Australian, and I have 2 banks in the US. I'd have banks in Europe if I could. I'd have multiple passports. I'd have multiple licenses. I'd have it all if I could for protection, security, and diversity. Anyway, the war chest. Say which chest? The war chest is 50% or upwards of 50% of your earned income goes into an account. What does this account do? This account is for putting money into to invest. It's an account to make more money. Every dollar that goes in here then gets reinvested into yourself. It could be to a health professional, it could be to me, to help you become more healthy and wealthy. A business mentorship, a course, a program, a book. It could be books. It could be investments, stocks. It could be saving up for real estate. I feel very strongly about this, but I think most people make a mistake by investing in real estate for a home to live in. And I will break that down in a later video. I do not own homes right now, so I can't speak from a first-hand experience. I can only speak from pure first principles, logic, and observing and analyzing the rest. So take that as you will. Anyway, that's not the point of today. The point of today is then spend earned income on... How do I see bugs up here? I'm 32 floors up, and I see this giant bug. Massive. That's running into the window. I'm paying all this money, and I see bugs up here. I need to go higher. Goddamn bugs. Because that's a good thing about living in an apartment building is when I open a window, flies don't just come in. I've seen one fly, and I exterminated him immediately. Need to go higher. Anyway. Spend earned income on investments and assets and passive income on liabilities. Passive income would be what you earn from your assets. If you invest $1,000 in some stocks and that stock pays you 5% dividends, you've made $50. Congratulations, you've made almost no money. Now, I don't mean to say that to dissuade you from doing it. I mean to say that you need about $1 million invested into 5% annual return income to actually make any respectable amount of money. It's about $60,000, $70,000 a year. It's actually $50,000 a year. What am I saying? So, and that obviously doesn't, there's other variables there that account for a little bit of variance there, but calm down. We're just doing a simple math here. So, yes, I would recommend investing into things like stocks, but you need a goddamn plan of how you're going to get out of your situation, because that's going to take you 20 years to do that. It's going to take you 20, 30 years to invest $1 million into stocks and make that money. So you better have a more aggressive plan. What's the more aggressive plan? If you do 50% of your income and your income's 100K and you invest 50K, all right. We can kind of talk and have a conversation a little bit now. Because if you invest 50K per year into 5% annual return investment, then we can invest 50K a year. It's 100K every 2 years. 50K a year. So it's $500,000 in 10 years though, but that's still even so long. So long. And so we need to find faster strategies, which I will be showing you. And one of them is investing in yourself and your skills so you can charge more and earn more, and invest in other businesses. But that's more complex. That's what I'm doing now. We'll get to that in the future. Telling you what they do though. They take their cash flow from their assets to buy nice things and upgrade their lifestyle. So you think a lot of people who buy nice things, that they do it off their earned income. This is incorrect. It's their assets. It's like, what do they care? It's just part of their assets. They might be spending 20, 30% of what their assets make on a nice thing. And so their earned income stays the same. And so it's not from their earned income. It's from their assets, usually in most scenarios. I made the mistake of doing it on the left. Now I'm trying to do it more on the right. I have something called the baller account. So I have the war chest and I have the baller account. The baller account, the fun account, the enjoyment account, whatever you want to call it, the experiences account is an account that I use for guilt-free spending. If I'm in a situation where I've run out of points and I can't use that to do my business class flights anymore, because I've run out of points or there's no flights available, like what happened when I went to Egypt, I couldn't, there's no classic flight rewards points to go to Egypt. So I'm like, okay, well, it's a long flight. What am I going to do? So I did. I have another resource that I use for my flights, and there should be a workshop out in the near future, if not out already, depending on when you're watching this, on flying for free. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that as well. Flying for free, flying business class without needing money. Oh, I'm sorry, needing much money, much cheaper. And that's an example. I spontaneously, went to go see Beyonce. Beyonce was in town, right? Spontaneously decided within 3 hours notice. The baller account enabled me the freedom to do that. All of you can do this. You can do your own version of this, right? You don't have to spend 2K or 1K on some concert tickets. No, you could, what about just like going out to a nice dinner, or like spontaneously going out to like maybe a more like not Beyonce show, maybe like just an artist who doesn't charge as much for their tickets. So, you can have spontaneity built in, guilt-free spending if you have accounts and target allocation percentages put into those accounts that all automated. It's like Aikido for your money. Everything goes in a place at a certain time. Okay? So you can have that for your bank accounts just like I do. If you want a strategy for this is a more advanced strategy I can teach you at a later date. Potentially. Speak to me if you want it. Number 14. Money isn't everything? But you'd be talking about money like money's everything. Well, money isn't everything. But it's in red, which is the mistake. Because you're going to see me do two things. Money isn't everything. This is what people say. Here's why that's wrong. Mostly. Because it would be very difficult to find a problem. I'd be hard-pressed to find a problem that can't be fixed, improved, or addressed with money. You know what I saw in Times Square? I missed it. I want to take a photo of it. I saw a massive 10-second billboard, electronic billboard, of this woman who needs a kidney. Donate a kidney to Sharon. Her big face, a photo of a portrait, and a website. That's it. It's like, oh my God. They're saving her life with money. Thousands of people will see that a day. Tens of thousands. And all it takes is someone who sees that photo and is inspired. They just need one person to donate a kidney, and you would have saved their life. Or whatever it was, it's donate an organ or something. I think a kidney. Because you can't donate much else without dying. So it's like, oh my God, look at that. Money's going to save a life. Because most of you would not be able to do that. If you had a loved one who was going to die, could you pay? I know how much billboards cost because I'm looking at doing one. I know how much billboard costs in Melbourne. They cost thousands of dollars. Thousands. And they're renewed on a monthly basis. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grand. Depending if you want electronic, where it is, etc. Bus station, etc. Train station, whatever. Do you have that money? Like you could innovate. You could seriously innovate. So you say money isn't everything. I can think of almost every problem within health, within I got books, I got lighting, plants, water filter, health, psychology sessions because maybe your relationship's being challenged right now. Psychology sessions for yourself. Me, I cost money. Anybody of worth costs money to work with. You know, Uber, everything. Transportation, time. The whole matrix can be solved with money. Almost every single problem can be solved or improved with money. But money isn't this a big emotional thing? Money, what's the purpose of money? It's a medium of exchange. It's a storehold of wealth. The point of money is to buy you options, optionality in decision making to do or not do something. Optionality. It's fine, options. Oh, you want to go economy, you go business class, you want to go first class. Well, I don't have money, so you don't have options. You have one option, economy. Maybe you can't even fly. I got to take a bus. I remember, my family didn't have money growing up. Big debts. Saw my parents fight about money all the time. On the off chance we went to a restaurant, you get one meal, son. What the hell is entree? What the hell is dessert? You ain't got no entree. And I'd feel bad. I felt poor. Like the fuck, can't get. And now at restaurants when I go, you damn right, I'm getting the entree. I'm getting 2 entrees. In fact, I remember one time in the Mornington, I love this dessert. And people, we get in famine mentality. I'm like, we get one dessert, all right? I'll get another one, please. 2? You got 2 desserts of the same thing? It's like $12 each. I'll get one more, please. I got 3 desserts of the same thing. I loved it so much. I couldn't conceive of such a thing years ago. Now, I understand people have grown up in worse situations. They didn't go to no restaurant. They didn't have shoes. There's always someone worse. I'm not here to play that game. I'm here to say where I've come from and how my family didn't have options growing up, and now I have more options. And so those options have enabled me to be able to fly back to Australia every quarter. I thought I was only going to see my family living here in America like once a year. People are going to die. People are going to get sick. I'm going to miss so many memories and experiences with them. And now I don't have to because I can fly back every quarter. And every quarter I do an intensive retreat with my students. And without that, I wouldn't be able to fly back. So, money buys you options. It's not evil. It has no emotional value. The only emotional value money has is the one you put on it. Money shouldn't make you happy. You should be happy and make money. You should have a level of baseline joy, and then money on top of that can enhance and improve your quality of life. But if you're waiting for money to make you happy, I think you're going to be sorely disappointed. It's not the mere accumulation of money. It's what money will do for you and what you do with that money, which can then confer positive emotion to you or eliminate negative emotion, which is very important as well. Because money can help you move out, which can eliminate the negative emotion of being around a stressful environment. That's very valuable too. So it's a tool. It's a tool. Do you freak out when you see a knife on the bench because it can stab? Like you can kill somebody with a knife. You know that, right? Do you think about that? Well, you don't think about that too much, do you? Well, then why do you think money and look at your bank account? You freak out. You freak out. You freak out because this money boogeyman, I don't have enough of it. I need more of it. It's like, okay, recognize where you're at, but it's okay because you can always make more. Money's like rain. Just go where it's raining. Somebody's getting wet. You look out your window right now. Look out your window right now. Look around you. The desk. I got a little water fountain. This thing cost money. Right? This thing I got from Egypt cost money. This pen, you want to get in the pen business? It's money. You go to Alibaba, start selling them. I don't know, do something with pens. Maybe you can innovate with pens. Highlighters, like water bottles. People getting water bottles. These cost like $3 to make it. The people sell them for $20. It's like there's money everywhere. There's money everywhere. You pick how you want to make your money. E-commerce, flip. You want to work for somebody. You want to make your own business. You want to make videos on YouTube and make a video every single day and then monetize. Boy. Money is a denomination of time. Every transaction we make is for some percentage of our lives. This book, $20. if I make $100 an hour, this book cost me, you know, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to make. If you make $20 an hour, that book took you an hour to make. Are you okay with that? For educational books, absolutely. For like a t-shirt, for your 7th t-shirt, it's like, you really need it? I'm buying no more clothes no more. You know what? No, I don't say I want to buy no more clothes. You know what's happened? My legs and body is getting bigger, and so my shit's ripping. So my pants look weird on me. I'm like, they're all tight, looking like Michael Jackson with the zippers, with no zippers though. Super tight. Chris Tucker style, leather. Skin on skin. No creases in the pants. Quads too big, maxing out the leg extension. These are all real things. I've maxed out the leg extension on most machines. I don't even think I'm that strong. It's got maybe some long tendons. Anyway, think about how every single transaction you do is for a denomination of a time of your life. Is that time you're transacting for worth it? God damn it. Here is the financial pyramid, talking about the purpose of money. At the bottom, start at the bottom, managing your money. If you can't read that, it says focusing on daily expenses. Reducing debt is critical. If you have debt, that is your number one priority, is to get out of debt. Establishing a stable cash flow, consistent cash flow, something that's reliable, like a salary. You start there. Although I think salaries are very comfortable, things that can get people very comfortable at it and not innovating out of their situation. Meaning you're so comfortable you don't do anything. It's like the region beta paradox, which is a paradox where things aren't as bad enough for you to change or as good enough for you to be content. Region beta paradox. Look it up. Building your safety net. Now, building your safety net, I think, is not needed for everybody. If you have a high risk tolerance, I don't think you need to build your safety net as much. Because you can just go get another job, you can move back in with your family. Like, you don't need 6 months of savings if you have zero dependence, if you have something comfortable to fall back on from like family or parents and things like that. I don't think you need to sit there, delay investing in what you will need to invest in for 6 months or 12 months because you need to build your safety net. Okay? If you have already a safety net, I think you can take it a higher degree of risk. If you have dependents or family though, or if the stakes are higher, meaning the stakes are much higher for me out here, you think, oh, I'm going to make money and things are going to be like easier. No, stakes get higher. You have much more to lose at the top. I'm not at the top, by the way, but like only 32 floors up. There's 50 floors here. You have much more to lose the more you make. Going from $1 million to zero is way worse than going from 20,000 to zero. Is way worse because you've tasted the top. You know what that's like. And you've lived the lifestyle there. And your people around you have, they've adjusted this new lifestyle. If you go from $0 to $20,000 a year, then $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, and you go back to like $20,000 a year, it's a hit, but is nowhere near as big of a hit as you go from like much higher to much lower. So keep in mind that, and that for people in the lower echelon of income, that whether you build your safety net is up to your risk tolerance and whether you have dependence and a safety net. Next is accumulating wealth, growing your investment portfolio, saving for retirement. Scratch that shit, that fugazi retirement. Any entrepreneur who thinks about retiring, I think will be quickly disappointed and depressed once they actually retire. Utilizing tax-efficient investing. I love how we say tax-efficient. Like, we all know what we mean. We don't want to pay no more tax. We want to do as much as we can to pay as least tax as possible. Everybody knows that. It's okay. I will show you that later. I'm going to show you some later videos on that. I'm just going to acknowledge reality for what it is and what that means. So I do the orange. I have automated systems for the orange. I've built my safety net, and I'm in the blue, I would say. I'm in the blue. And a degree of green, which is preserving wealth, enjoying financial confidence. I enjoy a degree of this, although a lot of that has been challenged by being over here because I basically cut my income in half by going from AUD to USD and now having to rebuild and charge in USD, which is difficult. And there's much higher cost of living out here. So, financial confidence has been challenged. We're not going to sugarcoat things for you. I've decided to play life on hard mode. That's what I've chosen. Turning retirement savings into income. I would say investment savings into income. So I would talk about that being assets into income and maximizing your pension. Leaving a legacy, charity contribution. We don't have to talk about that. So you guys are going to be the bottom two, most of you, or the blue as well. And maybe an outlier. If I got any greens here, message me. I've said this already. Detaching emotion from money. This is now psychology of money we're talking about. All right. I'm going to show you the difference. See, the difference between the wealthy and the low income or per person mentality is a lot of mindset. So if you haven't got it already, get The Psychology of Money if you struggle with this. It's a book. You might have heard money equals evil. Money doesn't buy happiness. More money, more guilt and shame. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Money's bad. Ooh, can't tell you how much I make. Can't even talk about how much I want to make. You're selfish. You're selfish for making money? Have you heard such a thing? Perhaps you have. To show you why that's absolute bogus. Here's the dispassionate wealthy person mentality. Dispassionate means detached from emotion. And I'll ask a question for you all. I would ask, who is more valuable? A coach, individual, a health professional, it's just anybody in any service-based industry who has 10 clients, or a coach coaching 100 clients. Who's more valuable? Well, obviously the one doing 100. So what does this mean? This means the one making 100 is actually making 10 times the money. Is he more evil? Is he more manipulative? Is he or she feel more guilty or selfish for making more money? But they're helping more people. Of course, because making more money means you're more valuable to the human family. If you make more money, you are contributing more. You are making a bigger impact. The point of money is to buy you options. Optionality in decision making to do or to not do something, that's freedom. To give back. All the money isn't just for you. I can comfortably tip or just, I see a guy on the train I play the drums. I like giving like little dollar tips. Makes me feel good. Also, I like music. So I want to incentivize them to keep doing what they're doing because I like it. So I'll give $1, right? Some of you, old me, famine mentality me, was like, no, I need every dollar. I literally thought this. Because I don't have much money, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get more. Where it's going to come from. I didn't have a plan. Didn't have a strategy, didn't have a system, didn't have confidence. I do now. And hopefully some of you guys are establishing that for yourself and you can talk to me in our coaching calls about that. So the dispassionate wealthy person is the person, Jeff Bezos, billionaire. Do you think he deserves the money he has? He's one of the top 5 richest people. You got Elon Musk. You got Bernard Arnault, the owner of the LVMA group. So these people, are they all selfish and evil? Or have they solved high-level, complex variety of problems that you or I haven't solved because we've been doing other shit, or you haven't been doing anything at all, and they've been solving big problems? Software, product, services. They've collaborated. They have brick and mortar, scale, supply, demand. Branding, marketing. I'm just like labeling things of how they've done it. No, they've solved a massive problem. I can order, I pay Jeffy B. I pay Big Jeffy B, who looks great, by the way, for his age. I pay Jeffy B Amazon Prime every month because I can make an order of something and can get it either today or tomorrow of anything. I'm like, Jeffy B's solving a big problem. Time. He's reducing the time delay for getting something. So how much would you pay to get your product today instead of a week from now? Every time you get something. It's like I wanted like a metal straw. I don't use plastic straws. I don't use paper straws. Paper straws just get destroyed. I use a stainless steel metal straw. Not the ones with the color on them either, because I might get some of that into my body. The metal stainless steel straws. And I wanted one. And I wanted one now. I'm drinking my pomegranate juice now. And I'm sick of staining my teeth. So, I asked Jeffy B, and he delivered the stainless steel straw the next day. Solving big problems at scale for almost anything. He deserves $1 billion. He earned it. Should I do this now? I'm going to pause it there. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how and completely reframing your mental model of money about everything in your life. I'm going to explain how everything in your life will get better, happiness, love, family, and health by having more money and by you being of better service. I'm going to give you statistics. I'm going to give you evidence, and I'm going to completely reshape your relationship to money. Next video if you want to do that. If not, stay poor.